Welcome back. This video describes lesson number 5, Precipitation, Module 1. Lesson number 5, Precipitation. Let's see our learning objectives. First of all, we'll take introduction. In the introduction, we are going to learn about change in climatic condition and uneven distribution of water on the Earth's surface. Then, what is precipitation and various forms of precipitation such as snow, rain, hails, fog, dew, frost. So, we'll take information in detail about forms of precipitation. Then, rainfall and its kind. Here, we will take information in detail about water cycle and the types of rainfall such as convectional rainfall, orographic rainfall and cyclonic rainfall. Also, in this lesson number 5, precipitation, we will be learning about in detail rain gauge. Rain gauge is an instrument used to measure rainfall and what precautions should be taken while measuring rainfall. Then, what is acid rain? What are the positive and negative effects of precipitation? And at the end, we will learn in detail about factors affecting the amount of rainfall. So, let's begin our lesson precipitation with introduction. Students, let's begin our lesson with the introduction. You all know that the blade of a grass look like this in the winter mornings because of dew. These are the small water droplets get stuck on the surface of cold object. They are called dewdrop. You also have experienced heavy rainfall. Generally, it's rain between June and September in our region. Student, you have seen a snowfall. You must have seen it in the movies. You all know that snow is found everywhere in the winter in a higher altitude area. Let's take example about Kashmir. In winter, the temperature in Kashmir is below 0 degrees Celsius. The water vapor turns into snowflake due to very low temperature. But in our surrounding, even in winter, the temperature does not go below 0 degrees Celsius. Therefore, snow isn't found in our surrounding. Sometimes hailstone destroy the standing crops in the field, but we didn't get hailstone frequently. Such things happens when the hailstone falls rapidly to the ground because of the gravity. Due to lot of heat, upward air flow blows at a greater speed. These water droplets go to higher altitude and solidified and form hailstone. Such occurrence is not frequent. Also, did you know about London? In London, there is a fog like this till the afternoon in the winter. So, why don't we have fog like this till the afternoon in our region? Student, we don't experience such low temperature during winter till the afternoon. We experience fog only for a few hours before the sunrise. Student, you have experienced heavy rainfall. Even in the television, through the news channel, movies, we have seen about the snowfall, hailstone and the fog. Now, what are all these? These are water in the solid or in the liquid state that comes from the clouds to the ground. Now, how this water falls in this solid or in the liquid state? How is it formed? All this we are going to study in detail in lesson number 5, precipitation. So, Let's begin our lesson, precipitation. So, let's begin our lesson with the introduction. Student, you may know that 70.8% of the Earth's surface is full of water. The distribution of this water is very uneven. At some places, the water storage is limited, while it is ample, means abundant, at some other places. So, availability of water is differ from region to region. It happens because of the amount of rainfall. We see and experience the different form of condensation such as rainfall, hail, fog and snow. These forms of condensation occur due to water vapor in the atmosphere. Students, you may know that in the previous class, that is in standard 8, we have studied about condensation. Let's quick recap what we have studied in the previous class. Due to decrease in temperature, the water vapor start converting into liquid water droplets. This process is called condensation. Let's quick recap with the help of the image. As you can see here that the water is evaporating and is moving up in the atmosphere. As the temperature is cool here, the water vapor condensing into drops of water. Condensation of water vapor in the air occurs around the dust particles in the air. Clouds are a form of condensation at higher altitude, whereas due to frost and fog are the forms of condensation at the ground level. As you know that they are formed on the Earth's surface. As the atmospheric condition changes, we see changes in the forms of condensation. Let's quick recap. What kind of changes we are finding? On winter morning, we find dew. In areas located at higher altitude, snowfall occurs, while it rains in other places. Some places experience dense fog, while some experiences hailstone. Suddenly and face crop destruction. So, as the atmospheric condition changes, we see changes in the form of condensation. Let us understand about precipitation. Students, you all know that water falling on the earth surface depending on a climatic condition. It is falling either in a liquid state or in a solid state. So, when the water falling either in a solid state or in a liquid state from the clouds to the ground, it is known as a precipitation. So, what is the definition of precipitation? Let's see. Water falling either in a solid state or in a liquid state from the clouds to the ground is called precipitation. There are various forms of precipitation such as snowfall, rainfall, hailstone, also known as hailstorms, fog, dew, and the frost. All are the various forms of precipitation that occurs on the earth's surface. All these things are happens because of the changes in the climatic condition. So depending on the climatic condition of various region, we find different forms of precipitation such as rainfall, hailstone, dew, snow, frost, and the fog. Let us take more information in detail. Let's take information about forms of precipitation, that is snow, also known as snowfall. When the temperature falls below the freezing point, that is 0 degree Celsius, water vapor directly turns into snowflakes through the process of sublimation. Here in this slide, you can see the snowflake. So student, you all know that in the previous class, that is standard 8, we have studied about sublimation. So what is a sublimation? Let's take quick recap. The process of gaseous water, that is water vapor, directly transforming into solid snow. So such precipitation of solid water in the form of snow particle is known as snowfall. Moving further with the characteristic of snow. As we know that snow is in solid form and accumulates in the form of layer. It is friable and opaque. Friable means easily crumbled, whereas opaque means which is not transparent. When the snow melts, it is the source of water for the region at high latitude. Let's see the another characteristic of snow with the help of the diagram. As we can see here the different zone. So in a high latitude, that is in a cold area, or we can call it in a polar zone, and in a temperate region, snowfall occurs at the mean sea level. As all of you know that when the snow accumulate on a larger scale, they create the barrier for the transportation and communication system. As a result, this system can collapse, whereas the people living in those areas have to protect themselves from the frost bite. Do you know, student, there is a difference between ice and the snow. Let's see what they are. In areas located at higher altitudes and high latitudes, whereas the temperatures are below 0 degree, precipitation occurs in the form of snow. Snow is a friable and opaque. The snow accumulates in the form of layer on the top of each other. Because of the pressure from the upper layer, the lower layer of the snow become homogeneous, massive and transparent. Massive transparent snow formed in a such way is called as ice. When the temperature drops below the freezing point, that is 0 degree Celsius, a layer of ice form on the lake surface, and these layers float on the surface of reservoirs. This ice is not related to snowfall directly. Moving further for the another form of precipitation, that is hail. Let us understand with the help of the diagram. When there is lot of heat on the earth's surface, the upward air blows at a greater speed. Because of this upward flow, the temperature of the air reduces and the condensation of the water vapor takes place. Dark clouds are formed. Because of the upward movement of air, these water droplets go to a higher altitude. Here, the solidification of these droplets occurs and hailstones are formed. As you can see here, the hailstones are very heavy. They fall towards the ground. But because of the frequent upward flow of air, They are repeatedly taken upward. Here, a new layer of the snow encapsulates the hail. This happens quite a few times. Then, concentric layers are formed. While the hails grow in a size, these big, heavy hailstones form rapidly to the ground because of the gravity. We call the precipitation of this type as hail shower. Because of the hail, crops may get destroyed and loss of life and property may also occur. Because of the hails, crop may get destroyed and loss of life and property may also occur. Let's see where does hails occur. Hails occur in summer in India, Africa, and in some part of East Asia. And hails do not occur in the equatorial region because of the heat available in the atmosphere. In the equatorial area, the sun rays fall perpendicular. As a result, equatorial region receive more heat. Also, hails do not occur in a cold zone because of the lack of upward flow. Let's make rain with the help of the activity. For this activity, we require a vertical glass container with metal lid, nail and hammer, ice cubes. Also, we need hot water and handful of salt. Let us try an activity. First of all, we need to take the container with the metal lid, then remove the lid, hit the lid on the upper side at a number of points with the nail and the hammer. Please take care that the lid does not get any hole because of this. Then fill 1/3 of the container with the steam water. Now put the lid on the container and close it tightly. Take care that the steam in the container should not go out. Then on the lid put some ice cubes, handful of rock salt and little water. Then you have to observe it after 10 to 15 minutes for rain to occur. Let's observe. After 10 to 15 minutes you can able to observe. Let's see with the help of the diagram. As the vapor in the container is light, it travels upward. As the lid is tightly closed, the water vapor cannot escape. Because of the ice cubes above the lid, the condensation of the vapor occurs. Consequently, water droplets form from the vapor accumulates on the inner side of the lid. Because of the punches on the lid, these droplets gather together and fall down as a drop. During rainfall, similar process happens in the atmosphere on a larger scale. As a result, we are receiving rainfall on the Earth's surface. Students, you may know that rain makes the grass green and makes your garden grow. Have you ever wondered what makes the rain? Let us learn how this rain formed. So student, you may know that we generally get water in the form of rainfall. Let us try to understand how the rainfall occurs on the earth's surface with the help of the diagram. As you know that the sun hits the ocean, ocean water evaporates and rises into the air. The water vapor cools and condenses to become droplets which form the clouds. If enough water condenses, the drops become heavy enough to fall to the ground, and as a result, we are getting rainfall on the earth's surface. Some rain collects in the ground when the rest flows through the river back into the ocean. There are three types of rainfall, such as convectional rainfall, orographic rainfall, and cyclonic rainfall. So, all these three kinds of rainfall we are going to learn in our next module. Let's take quick recap what we have studied so far. In the introduction, we have learned that 70.8% surface of the earth is full of water. The distribution of water is very uneven. At some places, the water storage is limited, whereas it is ample at other places. Changes in the moisture and in atmospheric condition result in various forms of condensation on the Earth's surface. Then we have studied precipitation, water falling either in the solid state or in a liquid state from the clouds to the ground is called precipitation. Also, we have studied that there are various forms of precipitation such as snowfall, rainfall, hailstorm, fog, dew, and frost. Let's take quick recap. Precipitation in the form of solid particle known as snowfall. As snow is in a solid form, it does not run like a water, and layers of the snow get deposited on the top of the others, and when the snow melts, the region get fresh water. Snow occurs in a winter. They are light in nature. Heavy accumulation of snow can collapse transportation and the communication system of that particular region or the area. Then we have studied about the hail. Because of the upward movement of the air, water droplets go at a higher altitude and solidify, forming the hailstone. As the hailstones are very heavy, they fall toward the earth's surface because of the gravity. As the hails occur only in a summer season, the crops may get destroyed and loss of life and property may occur because of the hailstone. Also, we have studied about the types of rainfall. There are three types of rainfall such as convectional rainfall, orographic rainfall, and cyclonic rainfall. So, in our next module, we are going to concentrate on the types of rainfall.